Violet. Mrs. Miller, is there someone who can come get you? The voice speaking to me is careful, almost as if she's scared to use her normal tone. Everyone who's walked through the door since I got here has treated me as if I'm about to break. Truthfully, I think I am. My eyes travel along my blanket-covered legs, past the IV in my arm, over the identification bracelet on my wrist, and then up to the face of the nurse asking me the question. She's been the one taking care of me for the last few days. Every day she's looked at me with pity in her eyes, and I can't say that I'm not looking forward to getting away from her knowing gaze. All I want now is to go home, lick my wounds, and try to gather the pieces of my tattered pride. Try to make a life out of the smoldering wreckage left behind after the beating. I realize with great clarity my life has now been split into two parts, before the beating and after the beating. The beeping of the monitors have been comforting while I laid here. A part of me has focused on their beeping, proving I'm alive. They were the first indication that I'd made it when I came out of the darkness that encompassed me after Brent had attacked me. You're going to be released as soon as the paperwork is signed, and you'll need someone to drive you home, honey. With the amount of pain medication you've been given, you can't drive yourself. I nod to show my understanding, strengthen my reserves, and manage to push out the word cab on a whisper. Pain radiates through my jaw with that one little word, and I wonder how I'm going to survive the next couple of days. Forget the next few weeks, months, or even years. The disapproval is in her eyes, but honestly, there's nothing else I can do. They took my husband to jail for doing this to me, and I'm not willing to involve any of the friends I've made since I've come to Laurel Springs in this mess. She doesn't want to call a cab, but I have no choice. Story of my damn life. She opens her mouth to speak to me again when I hear the voice at the doorway of my room. Since the first day I heard it, the deep timbre, the accent, it's always been the voice of an angel. The one thing I could cling to in the darkness of the life I was living. I'll be taking her home. Surprise grips my stomach, but it really shouldn't. Anthony Ace Bailey has been around since the first day I hit town. From the moment he walked into the café, he's had my attention, and I know I've had his. Every day he's always had a gorgeous smile for me, a kind word, and a little bit of hope that life will change. Never did I expect the life-changing moment would be me getting the holy hell beat out of me and him arresting my husband. While I've been here in the hospital, I know he's visited me. I felt him, but it's always been when I was deeply sedated or just too weary to pry my eyes open. A couple of times I even had dreams about him. What would happen if I let him sweep me away like he joked about once or twice? But not once when he came did I acknowledge his presence. Luckily, he doesn't seem to have taken offense to it. Today, I gobble up the sight of him, and my heart pounds as I see him standing there, a bag in his hand. He wears a bruise across his nose and slightly under his eyes. My memory vaguely unlocks a moment during the struggle where I heard Anthony cry out. Brent must have gotten him with an elbow as they fought over control of my body, which at the moment had been flung around like a rag doll. I flex my fingers against the blanket covering my body. I want to reach out, grab his hand, feel the warmth of his touch. Looking back down at the bag he's carrying, I notice it's from a department store in the mall that I like. Leighton and I have gone shopping there for her, but I've never bought myself anything because Brent kept such a tight rein on the finances. He lifts the bag up. Brought you some new clothes. The clothes I've been wearing at the cafe had been smeared with blood and cut off of me. Since they were my regular work clothes, chances are they smelled like grease, too. No way I'd be wearing them home. I'm not even sure I can handle that smell anymore. I feel as if the first time the stench hits me, I might be sent back to that day when I was minding my own business, my head down and unaware. Shaking my head, I go back to thinking about the clothes. Those are safer, and there's no emotional attachment in them. Honestly, I'd figured they'd give me some scrubs. At least, that's what I've seen on TV shows.